My name is Forrest, and I have a deep secret. I have stuff, lots of stuff. You name it, I have it. I like to think of myself as not a hoarder, but a collector. But I just collect so many different things. Some people might define me as a hoarder. For the last 12 years, I've been accumulating items at a massive pace. Auctions, flea markets, yard sales. It's almost like overkill. I get into something, I just go way overboard and gotta have everything and need it now. And the end result is all of this.
I'm AJ, and Forrest is my dad. My father dubs himself as the collector, his house of treasures. Yes, I would agree with that.
I have a collection of masks from all over the world. I have a collection of clocks. I have a collection of angels. I have glassware. I have a massive 500-gallon fish tank. I have a collection of vases, big vases, talking pieces, like Santa Claus. You see very few of them. I love it. And I love clothes, absolutely love clothes. I probably have a couple of thousand ties, 300 or 400 pairs of shoes, hats, fedoras. I have more clothes than any man in Virginia. And it's because I just like nice things, and I've become somewhat of a overly ambitious collector.
I'm Vista, and Forrest is my good friend. Forrest collects everything. He'll go somewhere and see something and like it, and Forrest will buy it. He doesn't care what it is or how much it costs. He's gonna get it.
In my neighborhood, most individuals didn't matriculate to college. And I was a member of an organization which made a real difference in my life. They took me out of underwater basket weaving and put me in college prep type courses. So I ended up going to college. I've been blessed with opportunities to be successful in life. At an early age, I started investing in housing. But at the age of 25, I had 3 houses. And when I moved to this particular area, I bought a very nice brand new home, which was my dream home. So this house reflected a sense of successful entrepreneurship, a successful way of life. And so I worked hard to get what I had. You know, I was a vice president at a university. I was a dean at a university, 20 years in higher education, run a number of nonprofit organizations, and I'm the executive director for an after-school program for at-risk youth. Try to help kids become productive, civic-minded adults at some point in life.
I'm Curtis, and I work with Forrest. His focus is always trying to see what's best for the kids, doing what's best for the kids, providing things for the kids.
My house was a place that was open door. I used to have people over, a lot of my sponsors, and we have a little music, shoot some pool, tour the house, just have fun. Because part of raising money is that you have to have relationships. And so my house was part of that. I would say for the first 10 years or more was beautiful.
If my father doesn't clean up his house, I think he'll lose the house. I really do.
Sometimes when I get up in the morning, my eyes become teary because of the fact that it's just so much. Looking around and saying, look at all this stuff. What I have now is the demise of who I am and what I'm about. Part of me is just like, save me, help me. Unless I make some changes, I could fall prey to a devastating situation.
Welcome, everybody. We got a really big group today.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist.
We're all here for one person, Forrest, all right? This is the guy we're here to help. This is a tough one. Forrest, you're a really unique hoarder. You are a hoarder. I'm
Collector.
Well, we'll disagree all day on that. If we're all here, you're a hoarder, okay? Here's the deal. Everybody loves this guy. And that's why he's gotten away with this hoarding, all right? Because nobody wants to say anything. This is the week we say something. We want you, and everyone in your family has told me, they want you to get your house back so you can have your life back. That's awesome. Here's the hard part. There's a lot of nice stuff in there. This is not trash. I've got a dumpster. I don't know if we're gonna fill it, but it doesn't mean the house doesn't get cleaned. So I'm gonna push you a lot on donation and sell. And I've brought in a colleague of mine, Brandon, right? Just because this thing is a big house, y'all. We got a lot of work to do. Right? We've got everybody from SteriClean. We've got a bunch of local organizers gonna help us as well. We're all here to help you.
Okay.
You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Ready.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, Mike, I want to show you this house. We've got a lot of stuff here. So he's not necessarily gonna sell everything.
Okay.
We're just looking to see, the goal of this is for you to peek around and see what would sell. So we can educate him at the end of the day, like, hey man, if you did want to sell this, that's what you'd get.
Okay, very good.
There's a lot of items that I think have some value, but I think Forrest thinks they have more value than they actually do. So I'm bringing in an expert that can sell everything, whether it's for $1 or it's up to a couple $1,000s. All right, so what are you finding in there?
I was looking for some big ticket items, and to be honest, I don't see very many of them. And the ones that we do find, it seems like he wants to keep.
So just to put in perspective, I asked you to find 20 items that you could sell for a lot of money. And are you able to do that?
I don't believe so. There's a ton of low dollar items, $5, $10, $20 items. It'll all add up, but at the end of the day, I'm not confident that we'll find the big ticket ones.
We only have a couple days here. If I spend 3 days trying to sell dollar items, I still don't fix this.
Right.
The financial crisis is still very real. I thought we could sell some things to make that go away. That's not the case anymore. So the best option we have is get this house cleaned, back in shape, fix all the things that need to be repaired, and then dealing with what we can on the rest of the financial crisis.
Walk through slowly, let him make a decision. Garbage.
Trash.
Good job.
No, I got to keep this piece here. That came from my office. I can repaint that.
Okay. I'm betting when you brought this stuff in, it was in much different condition.
Yes, it was.
And I see the pain in your eyes when you see this stuff that's been damaged.
Yeah. If I can find the top of it, that's a decent.
Look inside.
Not on there. Throw it in the trash for us.
Trash.
Yeah, that's no good.
AJ, Curtis, and Vista are all encouraging Forrest.
If it's not working, it's trash.
And AJ says he's gonna push his dad because he wants everything to go.
It's trash. It's all trash.
You're not mechanically inclined at all, so you don't do work like this.
You don't either.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Well, we know he ain't done it in at least 8 years.
Yeah, it's sitting in there.
All right, very good.
It's trash.
Trash.
Very good. Forrest, you're doing great.
Oh, sell those.
Oh, no.
What you gonna do
That's
with
part
them?
of my
What you
cash
gonna
flow.
do with them? You bought them to sell.
Yeah, they got a price
bought them
tag
to
on
sell.
them.
No,
Sell
bought
for
them
it.
to
You
sell.
got price tag on them. Sell them.
Okay, why did you buy these, Horace?
To sell.
I have a collection of cast iron in the hallway.
That's my collection.
It's nothing.
That's my collection when I was a kid. That was mine. And I already told you because you lying right now.
Now I'm definitely keeping them. I'm definitely keeping them now.
Forrest has got a
I'm
price
definitely
tag
keeping
on
them
it.
now. You're hollering at me, that's not gonna work. I'm keeping these.
You
I want
lost
to keep
your
these.
daddy, man.
That's fine. I don't care.
Parker.
Keeping these. Keeping these. Don't holler at me no damn more.
I can holler if you I want. I'm a grown man.
Parker.
Keep this.
Forrest.
Keep this.
They got a price tag on them.
Keep this.
All right, AJ.
He's lying. Those cars up there are mine, not yours.
You didn't buy that one of them.
How did you get them?
So you didn't buy stuff for me when I was a kid, huh?
When you left them, you didn't want them.
I had no place to put them.
Okay, so hang on. What I hear you saying, Forrest, is that you did buy them.
Break. Don't you ever do that to me again. Be hollering.
I want to do to you. I'm a grown man.
Okay. All right, get off my property. Come on, get off my property.
Find him.
Hey, I got
Oh, him. He always does like that. Thinks he's big and bad. I'll beat your ass like I did last time.
What he just did was disrespectful as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if you want to show no more. Right now, I want to off my property.
Man, Kim.
AJ, calm down.
Kim.
AJ.
You're lying to
AJ,
people.
AJ.
I see through that.
Calm down.
No, he told me to get off his property. I'm leaving, man.
No, we can't go. All right.
He went off like that on me for no reason. He's messed up.
I have to suspect that his tension is pretty high because he's worried about you.
Don't let that get to you.
No, because this is the last time. This is our last opportunity. He knows that.
Calm down, okay?
I heard what he said, by the way.
I know
There was
you
a
heard.
punk move on his part, and I won't forget that.
I know.
Because what he said to me is very hurtful, and I'm not going to stand for it, okay?
The thing I'm trying to get AJ to understand is I know we don't love each other, man. You know, it hurts me. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this between y'all. I don't want to say this.
It's about
I know,
Curtis,
Forrest. We gotta get this, man. We can't leave it like this. We can't leave it like this. We gotta fix this, man, so we can get this done.
I'd like to ask that we can just take some time, let things simmer down, and not send him away. We really need him, and you need him. I know you didn't need that. I think there's something much deeper going on, and I think that AJ's been holding a lot of that in. I'm really concerned because AJ is a really important part of this process, and I've got to try to get them back together again.
If God called you or AJ home tonight, somebody's going to be unhappy and they're going to regret it the rest of their life.
That's what sometimes we deal with that, baby. Sometimes that's how
Is it
life
worth
is.
it? That's your only blood
And
child.
sometimes it will.
I'm sorry, man.
Man,
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. What I said when I walked away, I shouldn't have said that.
You know what you said? You said,
I know.
I asked you, you choked me from behind. And I still, you know, I'm still dealing with that. You know what I mean?
I know you are.
Hug and love each other. Tell them you love
sorry.
them. Don't y'all love each other?
I love you, Dad. I'm sorry.
Tell them, Forrest.
You know, I love you too, man.
I'm sorry, man. Stop. I'm sorry. And you know the only reason that happened was because
Don't even go there. Come on, Curtis. Let's do group hug. Everybody do group hug.
I'm sorry, man.
Don't go no.
I didn't mean to do that, all right? All right? I know, man.
Okay, let's go.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Give me a hug.
Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, man, you know that's what man.
Even though AJ and Forrest hugged it out and said that everything was okay, I can tell it's not. I could see the tension. Is there something you want to say to AJ?
No. No.
AJ, do you feel like this is an opportunity for the two of you to try to put some stuff to rest?
There's probably too much going on for everything to be put to rest, but I think, you know, with the different stresses maybe this house has put on him and us, that it hasn't really allowed us to fix other things.
In any family, it can be very difficult to express yourself when there's hurt and pain. And that's what that was just all about. You both were angry, but it's because you're hurting inside. What do you think, Forrest?
And we got some things that we need to resolve. That's all I can say.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Okay.
Today is make or break. I was going into today, making sure we drew a line. We did have a little disagreement. I knew it was going to happen at some point. Me and him, we're both passionate people, but we were able to move past that. It's time to get to work.
Father, son, man, I get it. This family, they let each other have it, and then they tell each other they love each other and hug it out, and they're back to work. It's pretty awesome. So we're just gonna keep going. Is that cool?
Yes.
You want 5 minutes, or you want to just keep bringing stuff by?
No, just keep it going.
Okay. Guys, let's just keep hustling in the garage.
I'm my own demolition team.
It's the last day. We got a lot of moving parts to do. We've got 2 cars that have to be towed. We've got an AC being installed, and we have new appliances, and we got to clean the entire upstairs. And I'm nervous. I mean, I don't know that we're gonna get this all done. Man, where are we gonna put all this? The garage was emptied, and it's full again. I've still got a front yard completely filled with clothes, and I got about an hour to go. I mean, I have no earthly idea how I'm gonna get this done. Forrest is letting a lot go, and that's great, but every time I fill up a dumpster, he starts digging through it again, and he starts pulling a few things out.
I can sell this. I mean,
Okay, I mean,
if it's not broke all up now.
it was in the garage.
I think Forrest just sees the dollar signs going in the trash can. I think this is really hard for him.
I'm struggling, man. I mean, throwing away my stuff, man.
Right now, he's freaking out. He thinks we're throwing away all his good stuff.
Hey, Jay, I prefer you don't throw nothing of my stuff away.
We're not. We're donating
I
to people that
don't
can
want-
actually
it's
use
not,
it.
it's not.
People that can actually
It's
use
not.
it, they're
I don't
gonna
want
use
you
it.
doing nothing else.
I don't touch nothing else. I ain't doing nothing else. Fine.
We still got a lot of work to do. We're gonna give everything we got to finish this job. We're really excited to bring the family through and let them see all the great work that we've accomplished.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
You can actually walk in the house now, not have to climb over everything. Wow. You can have Thanksgiving dinner again.
All right, guys, what do you see?
Space.
Space.
I see space.
We actually got a lot out of this house. 10 tons of trash came out of this house. That's a lot. But Forrest still kept a lot, like quite a bit.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wow. You could live in here now, man. Oh, my. Oh, they redid the left.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Yes.
All right, Forrest, what you
Wow.
think, man? This is your room.
Oh, my God. This is, wow. It's unbelievable. When I walked into that bedroom, it brought tears to my eyes because it gave me some indicator that I can get my house back. I should have never got in this situation in the first place. That's on me. So at this point, my challenge is not to let this happen again, ever again. It's amazing. Haven't been like this in years. It's been 10 years.
Yeah. Where we stand today, this is a huge success. We're offering him aftercare. He says he's going to take advantage of it, and I really hope that he does. But if he doesn't get the aftercare therapy, then the chances of him continuing to fill the void that led to this problem are really high.
I'm gonna continue to build on this. Just gotta say no and get things straight, continue to work, get the house just like this room. It's amazing.
I do think that Forrest will now be able to sleep in his own bed. He'll be able to actually cook in his kitchen. He'll be able to do his own laundry here. He can start to live again. That should give him the ability to refocus and recharge and finish this job. And I am hopeful that AJ and Curtis and Vista will help Forrest do that. But they still got a lot of work to do. This is not over.
Group hug. Yes.
I'm Laura. If I had to pick a yes or no for whether or not I'm a hoarder, I would say no.
I'm John. I'm Laura's boyfriend. Laura is definitely a hoarder. The house, it's a mess. Laura's got crap everywhere.
I'm Angelina and Laura is my mom. In the house, there's Tupperware, there's paperwork, there's clothes. It's like a giant mess.
I'm Janet, and I'm Laura's sister. It's really hard to go there and be comfortable. I love my sister, but Laura cannot accept responsibility for the mess. The convoluted reasons that she gives about the hoarding are just delusion.
I'm like a frustrated perfectionist. I can't clean until I can do it right or do it all in my time frame.
I used to get upset on a daily basis about the house, and it always resulted in a screaming match, which wasn't doing anybody any good.
I love him, I just don't like him very much.
I'm pretty much living in the garage. I thought it was better, you know. I outfitted it with, cable and TV, so it's kind of half man cave, half garage. And it's pretty much one place in the house that's a clean, semi-normal environment. I don't like that Laura and Angelina have to share a room. Angelina should have her own room.
I like her in there. I like her sleeping in the bed because I like to know that she's there. I love my mom. I guess I'm a mommy's girl.
Angelina is very influenced by Laura. I think she would actually like to have her own room, but when you grow up in that type of an environment, it's her normal. And that's what's sad.
I've said to Laura that I will not live this way anymore. If it stays this way, we're done.
I would be more than happy to give him the clean, perfect life he wants, but he doesn't compromise. I feel like he doesn't love me and wants to control me, but he's her dad. And I want to be able to look her in the eye and say, I tried everything I could humanly possibly do for us to be a family like you should have. I just don't think there's anything wrong with me. I just feel like I'm just off course. I just want to feel healed, not perfect, not fixed. That's the last thing I want to feel is fixed. It shouldn't be like that. My head's gonna explode.
I need my junk team. Junkers, I need you over here. This is it.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger, and I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. We are up against a house full on the inside and outside. And then there's two individuals who are at odds. But the most important thing here is a 14-year-old girl.
We're here for a reason. Angelina, at 14, you deserve at this age now to have your own space. Yours and yours alone. So that's our mission, to help you get that space, and I want to get started. And we're going to start bringing it out. Justin, I want it to right here. We're going to hit the carport, hit that back side of the house, bring it all forward, and have her start going through it. All of this stuff, just start pulling it down. You're just gonna lay it all out so she can see it.
Just throw it out, yeah.
Everybody is working on their assignments, and we're motoring through it.
I wanted to go in the kitchen for you to be able to see what he's done.
Okay. I'm done. I'm tired of him. You know, this was supposed to be all about me so that I can feel safe with the stuff that I have saved that I wanted to have.
The only things that have been released are the things that were trashed.
No, that's not true.
Do you want to see what I did in here, by the way?
No, I don't want to see what you did in here. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you anymore.
Isn't this what you want? Are you telling me
I
that you
don't.
wanted it to be the way it was?
I wanted to take all of my mugs and my cups
All of your
to
mugs.
my cupboard.
I kept out some ones I thought you would use on a daily basis. This box and that box in there are all the rest of them for you to go through and decide which ones you want to keep, okay?
I want you to not touch my things, not think about me having them and you using them. Go away! Go away!
Nope.
You don't care about anything of mine.
No, you don't care about anybody but yourself. Let me have the space for things that we use on a daily basis.
Everything. Take all my out. You don't need any of my in here.
You could have done that 10, 15 years ago.
I know.
But you chose to force me to not be able to put away everyday items in the kitchen that need to be used.
When I empty this, then what would you put in there?
I want it to be a functioning house,
I don't want to be functioning with you. I'm done. It's your house. You're going to do it. No, when they leave,
I am going to do
you're going to be
what I
you
want.
anyway.
Because you know
You're
what?
gonna do the same.
I to be functioning. I'm not going to do this anymore.
Whatever. Okay.
I want everybody to take a deep breath.
You're not going to fix this. This is not going to be better.
No, this is not about fixing it. What I want is for everyone to be clear. What I'm hearing is some line drawn in the sand. What's the bottom line?
Bottom line for me is I'm not playing this game anymore.
Laura, what did you hear him say?
It's all about him. It's always about him.
What did you hear him say?
Don't listen to me anymore.
I got to get back to work. I'm not going to let this opportunity slip through my fingers. I'm sitting here and arguing.
I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of getting rid of stuff that means something to me just because I live in his house. I'm so done. The more I throw away, and the more people throw away for me, and the clearer it gets. This is not my home. I don't know about her, but it's not my home anymore.
You're not trapped. You're at a crossroad.
Boxing it up and having it ready to go makes me feel empowered.
Okay. Boxing it all up, taking it to your little, say, apartment or something while you guys work on this relationship. This is not good for Angelina. It's not good.
I know.
Yesterday, Laura said, I want to have everything boxed up. I want to have it put in storage. This is the last day, and it is important that all of us are on the same page.
Talk to me.
I'm tired of listening to everybody talk bad about Mom.
I know that's really hard, and you know what? It's very hard for all of us because we do care about Mom, but she needs to get better, you know?
I understand that, but I just don't understand why you guys have to talk bad to her.
Come here, give me a hug. Here. I understand. I want to apologize to you. You know, I let you down. Miss you so much. I never get to spend time with you. You know, that's kind of one of the problems that Mom needs to work out. You know, you just don't know how much she's kept us apart. You know? You and I don't get to have a, regular father-daughter relationship.
Laura has a tremendous amount of influence on Angelina. And John has identified the bond as something that has been an impediment for him developing a relationship with her, and something that he's saying that he's ready to do something about, that he's looking forward to building a relationship, a deeper bond with Angelina.
I just felt that he understood how I was feeling this entire time a little bit better, and it made me feel better that he understood.
So it's coming together, huh?
Yeah, sure is. Yeah.
Crazy.
Bittersweet.
What do you mean?
Because I have to be firm about how things go from here with Laura. You know, I got to follow through, stick to my word. You know, walking in and seeing everything clean just underscores, the pain I feel for everything I've learned. And have to say to Laura, hey.
Hello. Hey. John wanted to share something with you about the expectations moving forward, so that you're able to be very clear about your next moves, okay?
The process took me to a new place I've never been before. The house is clean, but there's more to it than that. I think that we are just too volatile together at this point, and I just can't see anything changing. And unfortunately, that means for the sake of myself, the kids, and yourself included, one, I agreed to pay for the storage for 2 months. And the other thing is you need to find another place to live within a month. I don't know what else to say.
This has been a big, big, big step for John, coming to the realization of what he needs in terms of his own boundaries and his own sense of self-respect. Sometimes the hardest decisions are the best decisions, okay? And it may feel like it, but this is not a failure. If you are able to give yourselves what you need, you can give Angelina what she needs.
I agree. Oh my God, it's pink.
Angelina having her own room is vital for her in terms of learning her own boundaries. This is your space. You do not have to share it. You have every right to be selfish with your space.
You know, if John and I never come back together, she'll have a place here, she'll have a place with me, and that will be up to her.
Angelina having her own room is the best result of all this.
John's gonna do what he's gonna do, and I gotta do what I gotta do. He gave me 30 days to find another place. You know, I love him and I care about him, but as much as he can't do this anymore, I can't either.
I'm James. I'm a retired policeman. Some old men go to casinos. Some old men go fishing. My enjoyment is going out to yard sales and swap meets. I see this thing or that thing, and it don't need to be going to the dump. And so I bring it home and tinker with it. And that's why I got stuff like this. Everything has a use. You just gotta know what to do with it.
My name is Michelle, and I'm James's daughter. I'm not sure if there's a definition for hoarder, but if there was, he'd most definitely fall into it. He brings everything in, and then nothing ever goes out again.
My name is Phyllis, and I'm Jimmy's wife. There's hammers, there's axes, there's hay hooks. If he sees a beautiful tool, he'll pick it up and bring it home.
I thought maybe I'd have a little resale shop or thrift store or something like that, but it never seemed to work out.
My name is Gina. I'm the assistant city attorney. The issue is cut and dry. James's property has been declared a public nuisance. It just needs to be cleaned up.
Somebody else who doesn't have his tendencies would just say, oh, sure, you know, I made a mess, I'll clean it up. But he's probably one of the most stubborn people I've ever met in my life.
I live in America. You own property. You pay the taxes on it. People, they have the right to live there as they please.
After over 3 years of allowing James to informally try to clean up his property, the city determined that it was in its best interest to file a lawsuit to spur some kind of actual response.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name's Corey Chalmers, and I'm an extreme hoarding cleanup specialist. We're all gathered today to help James, who's facing a very serious crisis. Okay, the city's coming down on you. They've given you a deadline in which the majority of this stuff has to be removed. So we have a lot of resources coming to help you. To clean up James' property, we're gonna have a 60-yard bin delivered, and that's just gonna be for all the scrap metal. We're gonna have 4 junk trucks that are gonna be hauling away about 2,000 pounds each every time we fill it. This is gonna be a huge undertaking. All right, so you guys all ready to do this? All right, let's get started.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding. We got started this morning, and right off the top, James says everything can go.
James, is there anything in here that you want to keep?
Ah, that's all right.
So far, he's showed no emotion about getting rid of his stuff.
Does it bother you seeing all this stuff on the truck? No?
He doesn't want to deal with the pain, he doesn't want to deal with the hurt, and he doesn't want to deal with the loss. So he keeps deflecting by not answering my questions, singing
Red River Valley.
He doesn't want to face his emotions about what's going on here. So he gets funny.
Let it go. Let it be.
James, how is it that you haven't been able to let anybody
Holy
take...
Mary said to me.
James, you're killing me.
They want you to go through your thought process so they can help you change it.
Yeah, I'll work on it tomorrow, maybe.
You can't work on everything tomorrow, then nothing gets done. My father, he's in denial, absolutely. I'm hoping at some point the floodgate will open and he'll be able to look the beast in the face and want to do something about it. Or he can just, turn a blind eye and not deal with it.
I'm done. You guys do what you have to do.
Sorry to hear that.
What are you thinking? You're getting a little teary.
I guess I just want this to be over.
Do you know that this is not the way she wants to live, James?
Maybe not.
Michelle, what's going on?
It's just so sad. And I want to help, and I can't take over his life, and I can't lose my job to keep helping. But if he doesn't want to learn anything different, there's nothing I can do. I started crying because I saw Phyllis crying, and I realized how much she doesn't want to live this way. Then I thought, how would I feel if I had somebody that I was in love with who was doing this to me? It's pretty tragic.
Immediately upon stepping inside of the house, I was overwhelmed. It was filled with trash and rotting food.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. That's a cantaloupe that has been deteriorating for Lord knows how long, and your refrigerator is filled with maggots. Oh, Lord. Oh, Phyllis. There were cobwebs and spiders and other vermin that had clearly been running around and defecating. You can't keep living like this, and I know it's very hard for you to assert yourself and to stand up for yourself. And, you know, when all your efforts to clean up your home are being undermined, it's time to get some outside support.
That's what we're doing. Oh, we're trying to help.
At this point, cleaning out the house is way too big a job for us to do with the time that we have left. So we're going to arrange for aftercare services to have a crew come back and help them clean out the inside of their home.
Hey, what about this? It's an old mitt.
But all it needs is a little bit of oil, what do you call it? Needs to put oil on it. It'd be fixed up just perfectly. That's a nice mitt.
It's a child size.
So?
So you don't have any children anymore. Good job. What about this caulking gun?
Yeah, throw it away. Toss it.
So finally, James is taking responsibility. He's actually being able to pick the stuff up and make decisions.
Just throw it away.
But there's a lot of work still to do in the backyard. We have to clean it up and just get rid of it all so the city will be satisfied.
Knock her down.
We're demolishing the building that James had hoped and dreamed would be a retail shop. I look down at him. He's got a smile on his face. I'm really blown away by this because when I first met him, he was in tears, thinking about letting go of all of his stuff, all of his hopes and dreams. What are you feeling right now, James?
You gotta let go. You gotta let go of things.
Are you feeling sad?
Feeling more futuristic about what I'm gonna do after this, you know, and what things are gonna be like after it's done.
We've made a lot of progress. We've removed 8 dump trucks full of stuff, averaging about 2,000 pounds each, and we removed 2 recycling bins that were 60 yards, probably 7 tons each.
I'm glad to see all this stuff gone away from here so we can go out in the yard and have a barbecue.
Hopefully at this point the city's off his back and that pressure is off him and he'll find his will to live again. And if he finds that, then I feel like job well done, job accomplished.